How y'all doing today? It's Cash Cow back with another video. Now I told you guys that I was gonna do my Midtown New York City, what I picked up, like what comics. Some of them are no importance. They're like, oh, no characters actually premiering this or nothing. But it's a group that I'm actually very fond of, and I feel like one day they will get brought back to the MCU, and this time it'll be done right. Y'all want to see what those comics are? Stay tuned. Number 1, we got the Uncanny Inhumans #4. No significance. I like the cover, and I like the Inhumans. Yeah, I love the Inhumans. Show wasn't really that good. Could have been better. But their story centers around Fantastic Four that one day, excuse me, they have to get brought back out. They have to. You have to do them justice and give them their just dues. Like, it's only a matter of time. So I'm going through, because there's actually 4 Midtown comic book stores in New York. You got one in Queens. You have you got one in Times Square. You have one downtown New York. I forget where the 4th one is. Ooh, Lord, excuse me. Eric, all that stuff. Season getting ready to change. Yeah, bear with me, y'all. Only one Midtown comic sells back issues, and I mean like actually Silver Age and all that type of stuff. That's considered the Warehouse, which is in Queens. So if you want more modern stuff, the other 3 places have it. If you want back issues, you need to go to Queens one. Just ask the guys when you're there, they'll tell you what's going on. I think they may have had a fire or something happened crazy, so they had to move all their really valuable back issues to Queens. But I just fell in love with these covers from these, and I know they're new, they rolled out, and I'm just like, I always wanted an Inhumans run. They're starting to kind of get their bubble. People are like, I got a feeling they could be brought back out through the Fantastic Four. I believe they can. Stay tuned. Stick with them. I feel like they will be brought back out. The show did not do them justice at all. But their first appearance is starting to get higher. That's always a good sign. Pay attention to the market, you guys. You'll see some stuff and be like, it was just this and that and that. That quick. Number 2, you got the Uncanny Inhumans #2. I had to get this cover, y'all. They got Kang on the cover. And I'm starting to really fall in love with Kang even more than what I did before he got his appearance on Loki. I feel like Kang is going to be into a lot. He's going to be pushed into a lot of stories coming in the future. I feel like he can be in Moon Knight. He's definitely confirmed to appear in Ant-Man. Man, I think he is really gonna have a run. Like, he is gonna be around for a while, and they're gonna have to figure him out and get him out the way before they can do anything with anybody else. And this is not including Dr. Doom, Galactus, whoever else, Annihilus, anybody. They can go any direction, but Kang is around, so you're gonna see him. Fell in love with that. I'm like, man, look at him. Look like he's splitting up the universe and time now. You gotta fall in love with Kang. How can you not? Check that. Like them covers, y'all. Excuse me, Every now and then I'm like, that's a nice cover. Don't really mean anything because it's no key character, but I like the cover. Nothing wrong with that either. Next, we got Uncanny Inhumans #1. I'm like, why not start off the series getting the first one? I couldn't find 3 for some reason. Maybe that may have been one of the important ones. Maybe that's why I couldn't find it. And I was like, man, I guess I get it, you know, like, I like the Inhumans. I like their story. They're an unorthodox version of Fantastic Four. Like, very unorthodox. You would be like, oh, one guy, like, Black Bolt's supersonic voice, and you got the dog. You gotta love them. You gotta love them. Like, they are so cool to me. I've always loved the Inhumans. And the fact that the show was like, I'm like, come on, y'all, yeah. But it wasn't Marvel's fault. That had nothing to do with Marvel, y'all. I feel like they're gonna eventually come. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take the chance on it. Get some Inhumans. Obviously, Fantastic Four number 45 is going up for a reason. Just pay attention to that. It's steadily still going up. People have a feeling that they will be around. It's only a matter of time before they come back around. We'll see when. But I got a good feeling they will. Number 4. And this is actually 2 copies of this. So it could be 4 and 5. It's Juggernaut. And I think it's like what is it, John Bradshaw? Or there's a Bradshaw variant? Something like that on the lines of that. You know, in the future, no matter what happens, you're going to get X-Men movies, right? You know you're going to get Wolverine, Sabretooth, boom, boom, Cyclops, Professor X, Storm, Jean Grey. You gonna get Juggernaut. Juggernaut's my favorite character, y'all. But you're gonna get Juggernaut. You have to. Like, he's Professor X's brother. And you're gonna see him again. Like, I've always been a Juggernaut fan. I will always be a Juggernaut fan. How can you not be a Juggernaut fan? I feel like anything that's dealing with him, if it's variant covers, his first appearance, his second, his third, or origin, get that. Get it. Because his first appearance is already starting to spike. It's just crazy because you kind of get a feeling like, okay, this might come. When in reality, Marvel could throw a whole curveball. We do not know what truly is really coming and how they're going to use the characters, who's going to play the characters. You just know they're coming. Come on, man. It's Juggernaut. Like, and this is number 1, right? To me, I was like, definitely. That's why I got another copy. Tell you guys, I always get multiple copies. Nice, yo. Like, that is nice. Got the angry red glowing eyes. Of course, anybody that's like really intricate in following comic books knows that he's a unstoppable object. Like, once he gets going and his momentum is going, ain't nothing gonna stop him. He's the unstoppable Juggernaut. He gets that momentum, he keeps rolling. Get out his way, or you gonna just be ran over, and good luck to you. I love Juggernaut, man. I love Juggernaut with a passion. Like, Juggernaut's my favorite villain. And then, like, he's my favorite Marvel villain. Let me correct that, y'all. My favorite DC villain is that guy sitting up there at the top with that Forever People #1. And Darkseid's the guy. I've always liked the villains more than I do the superheroes. I know it's a little weird, but I'm just like, you don't really see a lot of them that stand out that much, and they're always around. Like, this team will team up to take him out, and then somehow he sticks around, he comes back, and he's like, oh, they still can't get rid of this man. Juggernaut, one of those guys, y'all. He is one of those guys, and you know you're gonna see him in the future, and he's gonna be used the right way, not that X-Men Last Stand stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love Vinnie Jones. I love me some Vinnie Jones. But Fox did X-Men so wrong, man. I just like, they'd be like, oh, we're coming out another one. I'm like, no, you're not doing us no favors coming out with this stuff. None whatsoever. Give me a break. Stop. Just stop. So finally, I was so happy when Disney acquired the rights over. I'm like, thank you. We finally gonna get some good X-Men movies. We've been waiting on this for a long damn time. That's my guy, man. Juggernaut's my guy. I'm telling you. You're gonna see some more Juggernaut I got somewhere around here. It's only a matter of time. But his issues are starting to spike. His origin, his first appearance, his second, third. Starting to spike. They got a blank variant cover of Juggernaut that's actually starting to spike. It's another Juggernaut #1 that's a different variant cover than this is actually higher. People know that he's coming. It's only a matter of time. You know he's coming. So, I guess you could say that's 4 and 5 because that was 2 copies. Rightfully so. Number 6. This is one of my favorite independent characters. Judge Dredd is Judge Dredd. And the last movie they made, Dredd, was good to me. Like, I really enjoyed that. Carl Urban was a nice Judge Dredd. He was a breath of fresh air from the Sylvester Stallone one we got. We hey, in the law. Like, yeah, but, you know, Judge Dredd ain't gonna really. They had him doing too much talking in the first one. Even though, you know, that's a really old movie. There's too much talking. Like, Judge Dredd's not talking. You either comply, he blow you away. And I'm like, when I saw this, I'm like, Judge Dredd #1, and then the Midtown Comics variant edition. Look at him. He already stomping something. He kicking in a door. Got his gun, helmet. Oh man, Midtown exclusive. I was like, yes, for $5, of course I'm snatching it up. I like Judge Dredd. Too bad his first appearance is harder to find. But if you can find, what is it, 2008 D #8, I want to say. If you can find that, God, please get it. Even if you want to get it, comment on this video and say, hey, how much you willing to spend? I'll buy it from you. Oh, Lord. Like, yeah, oh, man. Number, what's that, 7? Yeah, this is 7, number 7. We got Kazar #1. Now, the reason I've been investing more in Kazar lately is because there's been rumors that they're going to bring back out the Savage Land story mode, where you have Kazar, you have Mr. Sinister, you have the X-Men, and like Mr. Sinister is so much of an underrated villain that it's crazy because you're like, whoa, how the hell did Fox not use him? Like, Mr. Sinister is a problem. He's not an easy villain to just push over, and the guy like has some of the most weird powers that it's hard to like really beat him. You gotta team up and get him. But there actually is speculation that there will be a Savage Land, and that of course centers around Kazar and Mr. Sinister. And Mr. Sinister sets up like this environment, like this hub or station or camp or whatever he got going on. He sets it up in like this jungle, and they're having to fight the natives and the animals and all that, and they're trying to control them. Kazar is the one that's pretty much leading the way for the rebellion. So you know if you get Mr. Sinister, you're getting Kazar. You're getting him. You get them. Not to mention, is it Uncanny X-Men number 11, which is his first appearance.
Silver Age appearance.
That
Guys,
issue was
remember I
actually
said
fire.
that.
And
First
this is
Silver Age
before
appearance, not
they
first
gave the
appearance.
announcement that there's speculation that Savage Land could be brought back out. I tell you guys, anything that's X-Men or Fantastic Four for the future, if it's older comics and it's key appearances of this character, get those. You're pretty much, they're going to continue to spike in value. Because with X-Men and Fantastic Four, so many villains and so many superheroes, you're bound to see a few of them that you guys have. Like, it's only a matter of time. I don't think they're gonna just stick to, oh, you got Wolverine, oh, you got Beast, oh, you got Storm. Like, they're gonna think outside the box. That's the way Marvel is. They think outside the box. You might get Jubilee done right. You're probably gonna see Dazzler done right, or maybe they might stay away from Dazzler. Fox pretty that Dark Phoenix, man, just win some, you lose some, yeah. But it's just like, oh, Kazar number 1, and they had other copies, and I should have got multiple copies. And I tell you guys that get multiple copies, but I was like, hey, I'm cool with one right now. If I can snatch up a few other ones, I will. Right now, it's bubbling, so it's not hot. So I'll keep an eye out on those and snatch up. If I can get some more of his first appearance, I'm definitely getting those. Number 8. We almost finished, y'all. We got Fantastic Four number 56. 4th appearance of Black Panther. Cameo of Silver Surfer. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it has something to do with Claw as well. And whoever doesn't remember Claw, he was in the Black Panther movie. He was the guy with the prosthetic arm. Could change in and out to whatever else he wanted. Of course, he ended up getting killed off in the movie, so, you know. But it's the 4th appearance of Black Panther. That's the main thing that draws people to this book, is this his 4th appearance. First appearance, everybody know, Fantastic Four 52, it's super expensive. Second appearance, Fantastic Four 53, a little bit more on the affordable side. Can get that. That's no problem. I would suggest snatching up as many of those you want. If you can get one in a higher grade, go ahead and get it. You should get a decent return on your investment if you flip it. If you just keeping it for yourself, then it don't matter what you do. You're keeping it for yourself. You might as well just get whatever you can afford, because that's going in your PC. Black Panther is one of those really iconic heroes, and it's sad that Chadwick is no longer here to play Black Panther, and you're like, okay, you know, okay, they're gonna have a sister play this, okay, M'Baku is gonna play this, but you like, man, Chadwick we had found our Black Panther, y'all. And just, man. You know? What can you do? So, get Black Panther. Like, get him. Black Panther number 1. Fantastic Four number 52, 53, 54. Get those. Like, those are worth something. Get those. You got Jungle Action number 5, Jungle Action number 6, which is first appearance of Killmonger. What was it? Avengers 87's the origin of him. You can't go wrong with any of those comics. Like, you have a chance to hit on all of those, especially if you can find it in a higher grade. Snatch them up. You know it's another Black Panther, and I'm pretty sure if this one does right, they're going to have another one. They're probably going to make this a trilogy. Who they use for a villain after this, I don't know. I'm interested to see how they do with Namor. That should be interesting. I'm looking forward to that, y'all. So, I had to snatch that up when I saw that. I was like, oh man, this okay. You know, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, you know. Next, and the last one, y'all. Mighty Thor number 146. I got a little stuff on the cover on. You know, yeah. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. There we go. This is the origin of the Inhumans. Once again, any of those old books that deal with the Inhumans, get them. Origin stories, first appearance. They have so many characters that you can literally buy all the characters and the first appearance. Why not? I feel like they're gonna be introduced slowly but surely, member by member, because there's so many members. You got Maximus, you got Gorgon, you got Black Bolt, you got Medusa. You have so many members of this group, but they're all banded together, and they actually are a pretty good team. Like, you wouldn't really want to have problems with them. And they pretty much, in the comic books, they stay to themselves. They don't really bother anybody. They're just living their own little bubble, and then they get introduced to the world. Fantastic Four, somehow, and the rest is history. Look at that guy with the, like he's the circus guy, I was like, oh, when I saw that, I'm like, what? I've been wanting to get this comic. That was the main one when I went there, because they have two levels to it. The one that's in Times Square, probably about 3 levels to it. I'm talking about big, long stairs, but that's all modern comic books. You're not going to find nothing like this unless you go to Queens. All of these I got was I went to Queens. Fine grade, so it's in decent condition. Whoever had it loved it a little bit better. Guys, New York was a blast, man. Like, I had so much fun. And it was comic book stores I didn't even stop at. But I had to stop at Midtown. Like, I had to do Midtown. I bought from them on eBay. I bought from them on their website. And it's just like, you think of New York comics, the first thing you think of is Midtown. Like, where's a Midtown Comics? So I had to go there and be like, okay, I'm in New York. Let me stop at Midtown. I didn't know they had that many Midtown comics around, comic book stores. But hey, the experience was worth it, guys. And that's my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep grinding. Take care of yourself. Cash Cow out.